I thought, it was the most physical game we've been in. And they knocked us back for most of the first half. And at the end of the first half, we kind of, we took some control. And then right away at the start of the second half, they dominated those first 4 minutes and set a tone where, we could have been knocked out. And kind of hung in there. And then in the last 7, 8 minutes, we changed defenses, and that gave us a little bit of rest. And I thought it slowed down the momentum of the game. The momentum of the game was definitely going in their favor for most of the game. And our kids fought like crazy, and I thought Evans made a really tough shot to tie the game. But that's what he does. He's a veteran, and with big time shot, and then he made big time free throws to close out the overtime. And Mills made a huge three in the overtime. But tough loss for us. Big, congratulations to them. Leonard's team played their hearts out, and Trevor, we think it's not a knee, it's a calf injury, but we don't know the extent of it. All right. So, any questions that you all might have?
All right. If you'd like to ask a question for Coach, please use the hand raise feature. We'll start tonight with Steve Wiseman.
Yeah, just without Trevor there down the stretch and everything, just what did that lineup show you? What were they able to do differently and better to kind of get the offense going? Because the offense, first part of the second half, you guys shot 2 out of 14, turned the ball over quite a bit.
Yeah, well, I thought their defense dominated our offense, and during the time that you're mentioning, I thought Jeremy Roach really played one of his best games. And was really strong with the ball. And then so was Paolo. And we were just much stronger with the ball during that time period, and made really good plays as a result of it. It's like not a kind of an X and O game. They're going to take you out of every play. So you got to make plays. And I thought we started making plays, and Jeremy and Paolo were key to that.
Connor O'Neill.
Yeah, Coach, I was wondering, you mentioned the zone really changing the momentum of the game, and I was wondering what the decision was to go man for the last possession of regulation.
Well, you figured we play man, and they're going to have something set. We figured, that's what we do. And I thought our defense was good. We forced a drive going away from the basket, and the kid made a really good shot. And so that was our thought process. Obviously, when that done, and you'd say the zone would work, and, again, that's, I don't fault our guys or what we did at that time.
JB Ricks.
Hey, Coach, thanks for taking the time. That final play of overtime with Wendell taking that final shot, is that what you were looking for? Is that what you called during your timeout, or were you looking for anything else outside of that?
There wasn't a timeout. There was 2 free throws. So, basically, you have a chance to advance the ball against the defense that's not set, and or is being set, and you want to try to get something to the basket. It's Wendell or Paolo should have gotten it. Wendell went, and you got to try to take it all the way if you're going, and just you're looking for a foul shot. I'm not saying he was fouled, don't get me wrong. But when you go to the basket like that, you're looking to score. whether it be on the shot or you get a foul. It was a tough. I'm not saying it wasn't the right call, but to get that block for that was a tough way to lose the game on those free throws from a block. And so we were trying to go and get a bucket or get fouled. And again, I'm not saying we were fouled. We were not. That's what we were attempting to do.
But you are saying that you wanted Paolo to get the ball in that situation?
No,
right?
Either one of them. I mean, they both are really good players. Paolo was playing great, but I don't know what Wendell did was fine.
Jason Evans.
Coach, you went the first 15 minutes of the second half without Paolo Banchero taking a shot from the field. Was that something you all were aware of and trying to tell the team to get him more involved or anything? Any explanation for that? It's just he took over so much in the final 5 minutes. It's it's a little surprising that we didn't get anything from him for the first 15.
Well, are you saying we planned that or what?
No. I'm wondering if you guys were aware of it. And
obviously, it's my 1500th game. I'm aware of my really good players aren't getting the ball. Part of it is that they're doing a hell of a job of trying not to let them get the ball. And to give credit to them, I mean, they played outstanding defense. And we opened it up more in the last part of the game. And as a result, he was able to touch the ball more.
Evan Colin.
Obviously, turnovers were a struggle throughout the game, and the crowd obviously really loud out there tonight, especially with how young your team is and COVID last year. With this being probably the loudest environment on a road ACC game that they've played in, do you think? Can you talk about the kind of impact that that environment, that crowd had on the game tonight?
I think that the crowd had an impact on how much harder even Florida State played. Not that we were nervous or anything. Like I think it, just like in Cameron, when you're playing hard and the crowd is going, it makes you go harder. And Florida State's depth and their physicality, and they played hard. It was tough to get entry passes. It was tough to run plays against them. And so I don't think our guys were nervous at all. I just think it was a great environment. And when you're in that type of environment, you're the road team, the home team, benefits from that, that's why it's tough to win on the road.
Josh Graham.
Coach, you said that this was the most physical game that you've played this year, and it kind of knocked you guys back. Given the way you guys responded down the stretch, what positives do you think you could take away moving forward from playing a game this physical?
Well, I think the only way you learn is through experience. You can't replicate that in a practice session, because you're not going to play against anybody that good in a practice session. And so that's part of a growth process, we got a lot of young guys. They have young guys too, but their veterans really gave them they give them a great base. And the kid Butler really had a great first half for them to get them. Actually had a great game as a freshman. And but you got to learn from being in these experience in this type of thing and move forward.
We have time for one more. We'll go to Kip Coons.
Yeah, Mike, 19-7 disparity in offensive rebounding, a factor of Florida State's length or something else involved?
Well, they and State are the two best offensive rebounding teams in our conference. And we knew that coming in, and they knew that we gave up 22 against State in our last game. So as good as they are, they're going to go even harder. And really at the start of the game, and especially at the start of the second half, we gave up multiple offensive rebounds. And that could have knocked us out for the rest of the game. And it didn't, but you know, a lot of those rebounds came during those first 4 minutes of the first half and first 4 minutes of the second half. And yeah, it's something that we're working on, that we have to get better at. You know, the defensive rebounds, the culmination of a good defensive exchange. And our defense was pretty good, but when you give up shots afterwards, second and third shots, obviously it's not a thing you want to do.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.